How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the galaxy. We'll try that out. I don't know. We are jumping into another Star Wars Genesis guide. This time, we're getting the cosmetic vendor as well as the black market. Let's jump in.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
Alright, folks, today we are jumping into the black market and some cosmetics. These are a couple of different vendors that you can find in Star Wars Genesis. That way you can kind of get a little bit more of what you want. This is also going to help with your resistance on some of these items, which I actually have myself. So all of what I use personally is from the cosmetics vendors. We have these Duraplast blast plates on my shoulders. I think they give 50 resistance each to help boost up because I do not use the Mandalorian armor. I really like the Thrawn Stormtrooper armor, so that's what I use. We have a little Bacta wrap. You can do one for each leg as well as some other wraps that you can do. So let's jump down to Coruscant and figure out where all of these things are. Starting with the black market. So the black market is where you're going to be getting everything if you want to play fair. You don't want to use console commands. So we loaded into the lodge. We want to take a quick left. So the black market is where you want to get everything if you do want to play a more fair non-console commands run. So we just go down this hallway to the left here, and we will have our two vendors. On the left, we have our weapons vendor, which he has all kinds of weapons, which I have actually realized that all of the weapons do not necessarily have upgrades to them. I actually do kind of want to grab that ion disruptor for my base. So we're going to grab that. I might actually use it myself. I also want to grab that. So different weapons, you can get everything from here if you don't want to drop it. And then over here in the armor vendor, it's exactly how it says. It is armor, but also they do sometimes drop Beskar ingots. I think I actually already have it. So you can wait 24 hours for it to reset. What I like to do is just fast travel back to the lodge. Go in and sit down real quick. So we'll go in. Also, this is my my Hondo outfit. You can actually dress up as Hondo as well. I've got the helmet back at my base, but through the last mission, you do actually pick up the Hondo outfit. So it is definitely worth it to play through the main mission. Do a little wait for 24 hours. And then we can go back. All right, so we are back here after a quick jaunt, going back in, see what other items we do get here. All armor. So we get the Beskar fragment. That is great for Beskar forging. Check out that video right here-ish. Boom. That way you can start making your own Mandalorian armor. Painted Mandalorian helmets. I feel like this is kind of Boba Fett-y. Scavenger Bounty Hunter, and then Duraplast plate, which I already have. So it does cycle through a lot of things. I already have a Boba Fett. Maybe I'll grab that just for the fun of it. So after that, let's jump over to the cosmetic. You want to go here is to the upper spaceport. The upper spaceport, you can just fast travel there. You also take another quick left. What is up with my lighting today? Let's just throw a flashlight down. Another quick left here. And you will see a couple more vendors here. So we have our droid vendor, which actually allows you to dress up as droids. So you can dress up as a commando droid, a little ND5. You can also get a protocol droid body. Let me actually take everything off so we can see these real quick. Everything. Switch up to a ND5 with a lightsaber because I rock the lightsaber. Do a little protocol droid. There's also helmets for that so that we can see. Have just cybernetic hands if you want. A little different one for a cybernetic arm. And then that one as well. Something's glitched here, but whatever. You can see everything. There we go. So here's our little ND5 with a lightsaber here. You can play as him. And then also a protocol droid. And then a little protocol droid action. You can also throw like a Mandalorian helmet on there if you really wanted to play as like a little old school droid unit. Works a little bit better with the hands on a blaster. Hands are a little weird. Not my favorite, but I do definitely like the ND5 a little bit more on this one. Then, this is where I get all of my kind of robes and everything as well. So you can go, if you go to all, you get like a little scarf. You can hide your jetpack, do a little different cloak action. I prefer the one, actually, I think I do no cloak now. I did do this one for a while, although I do kind of like that for Sith. Little shoulder cape, different kinds of capes for everything. You can do a cowboy hat if you want. Some other hats. I've got my hood on right now, so it kind of hides it. But you got some stuff that you can do here, cosmetic wise. You can just straight up hide your helmet, have it on for all times. I've got the black hood, and then there's a few different kinds of black hoods. So one, if you don't want to do with a helmet, same thing there. And then do a mask. And then the bottoms, which I really like. I do this middle one here with all the long stuff. That's just my preference, just because it looks very Sithy. Gives me like a new school Revan feel. That's what I do there. So that's just a quick overview of where to find the cosmetic weapons vendors as well as Black Market. So super easy. Let's go check the Black Market one more time. And here we are. The armor is definitely way cooler than Mercenary Assault, Duraplast ammo plate. Yeah, I don't like that one as much. A little 501st Clone Trooper action. So old school, not the new one, but still pretty dope. Let's see what they have in the weapons. I really do want that Naboo pistol that they use in episode 1. Ammo, grenade launcher. Oh, that is one of the Naboo blasters. Not what I want, but you can just keep cycling through, see what you get, and enjoy. Well, if you enjoy this, make sure you snap the like and subscribe buttons so that we can grow and get everything to the rest of the galaxy. And until next time, may the Force be with you.